definitely the loose time frame. Like, no, get up at this time, like 9 to 3 at school, whereas you can work at your own pace at home. That was definitely something that was quite good.
The flexibility, being able to do different things. Like, for example, I did surfing in the morning, and that was good.
I think also how you get to know your family really well as well, because you see them all the time. You really get to know each individual's personalities and what makes them tick.
Also, there's no waiting around for other people. When you're done something, you can move on. Otherwise, in a class, you have to sit there waiting for everyone else to finish, which can be quite annoying at times.
For me, I imagine different hats. During school time, Mum had the teacher hat on, and outside of school time, she was just Mum, and so that kind of separated things.
You learn to get along with them, with Mum, and it was good to have the accountability, the same person. So.
I think also it's good, I think when your mum's a teacher, they're a bit more approachable. So like, whereas in a classroom you'd be a little bit more hesitant to like ask a question about something, but whereas when it's your mum, you sort of just ask the question straight away. So it's good.
Yeah, so it'll be like a lot more informal. Like, you wouldn't have to like raise your hand to ask it, you could just walk up and say it.
I found it good that you had to set your own goals, which now is highly important because in a TAFE, the lecturers, they don't chase you if you don't do your work or the extra study. You have to do it yourself. Because, I had to set my own time during the A.C.E. It basically means now I can do it at TAFE as well. So I'm up to date with all my studies and all that, which a lot of people have a lot of difficulty with. They often find they don't have enough time and then they're rushing and then last minute work on assignments and stuff.
Yeah. Also, the English is really, really good with ACE. I think that's probably, from going into uni, I think I would be totally lost if I hadn't done ACE English. I mean, you're just so well prepared for doing assignments. And sitting through some of those week 1 and week 2, how to write an essay lectures, you're thinking, this is so basic, I learnt that way back in year 8, I don't know why I'm sitting here. You're just so well prepared.
I grew in my relationship with God a lot. Just having the biblical curriculum was great because I was learning it throughout the day. Yeah.
One of the good things about ACE was that, as you're working, you don't have to, you aren't set in a mould of how soon you'll be learning new stuff. It's once you finish this, you can move on straight away. So that was really good for my family because me and my brother were able to graduate, quite early when we were like 13, 12. And it was quite, we didn't have to just wait along. When we were finished one year, we could just move straight into the next one. It was quite good how they're very flexible and open to any learning methods that you've got.
I actually was able to finish and get my Year 12 certificate when I was 11. And yeah, it was just really helpful to be able to go at your own speed and just do it in your own time.
I'm currently studying surveying at TAFE. I'm doing a Cert 4 at the moment. I've already passed the Cert 3 and I'm really enjoying it. It's quite fulfilling to put into application all the masses of maths that I've learned over the years.
I'm doing my second year of Bible college at home and really enjoying that. And last year I went to Bali for 3 months at an orphanage and there was lots of different experiences there and I'm glad I went.
I'm in my second year of a Bachelor of Music Education and I'm really loving it. It's a fantastic course and it's just amazing.
Because I was only 12 when I finished year 12, the universities wouldn't accept me so early, and I had to go through quite a few to find one that would. And now currently in my third year of computer science bachelor, majoring in information technology. It's very enjoyable and it really helps stimulate your mind.
Because I finished so early as well, the universities were a lot more hesitant of allowing me straight in, so for the first year after that I spent a year doing Bible study with my local church, and then after that I reapplied with more certificates and more qualifications, and they took me on board, and so now I'm finishing up my third year of cyber forensics, and that's quite good.
I found that having my brother there can be quite annoying. All day, he's there continuously annoying me. But I found that he usually can't get into my room if I want to go in there, so yeah, he's kind of stuck there. But with my mum, I found that she doesn't have to ask me when I come home, how'd your day go, because she knows she's been there. Not that some of the time she actually knew what I'd been doing all day, because she's not as good at math as me. She's completely lost, but she knows how I'm doing all the time, which is great, because I can just talk to her about anything, and she knows instantly what I'm talking about.
I think it was pretty good having 4 brothers to play with all the time, and although we did have disagreements, it was a lot of fun, especially an all-out water gun fight in the middle of the day.
I think my siblings and I, we're just so close. We just know each other so well, and I don't think that would have been possible if we went to school. We know what each other like and don't like, and basically we can go out shopping or whatever, and we'll know that person will like that. We just know it better than they would know almost. And also with our parents, we didn't really have any of the rebellious teenage years kind of status, because growing up with your parents all the time, they're your friends. They're not some kind of enemy that tells you off. You work together, and so you work together to achieve things, but you also can work together to resolve any differences that you have.
Yeah, I definitely think that being homeschooled and being around your family the whole time is really great. It really helps you to make a connection with your siblings and parents.
Yeah, I think being at home all day and stuff, if you've got something that's bothering you, you don't need to sort of bring up the topic and then explain the background about what's going on and everything. Everyone already sort of knows what's happening. You don't have to find one person that you tell everything to. Everyone already knows. You can just talk to whoever you need to. You don't have to be nervous about whether or not they'll understand, because you know they already do because of how you've been living for the last couple of days or whatever. And I think also being at home all the time, it's sort of you can't have a rebellion stage, because you're there all the time. You're all so close. You know what each other wants. You know how each other lives and everything. So it's just a lot easier to get along, even when you're going through your teenage years and stuff.
To the parents, if they're worried about not being able to teach a subject, then I'd say that's not a big problem, because I found that most of my years, my mum, she didn't have a clue what I was talking about. In senior maths, she's completely lost. I would be answering her questions rather than she answering mine. And also Australian history, I'm a New Zealander, so is my mum. She has no idea about anything in Australian history. So I found that, all the time I could get teacher help at any time I wanted it, for senior maths and all that. If I don't understand anything, I could just get any help I needed at the time. And my mum could do the same if she, was trying to understand what I was doing better. So if you think you can't teach the subject, don't worry, because, you can always get help from someone, somewhere.
The best thing for me was probably finishing earlier in the day, not having all those hours to finish at like 3 every day. It's a long day, and being able to be creative, like drawing and knitting, craft, all sorts of things, sport. That free time was great.
I think for me, I've just had so many opportunities and wonderful experiences, and I can totally say that my experience with homeschooling was extremely positive education experience. If you're worried about not being able to get into uni, the only thing that's stopping you from getting into uni is you thinking that you can't get into uni. If you're driven and motivated, you'll get anywhere that you want to go. And for me, that being homeschooled, because I started music really late, and I had a goal, and also doing the paces, it really taught me good attitudes and habits. And I transferred that to music, and that enabled me to really achieve a lot more than I would have ever been able to at school. And it gave me a lot more time because my schoolwork was flexible. I was able to achieve that. And then working in my own time, I was able to, and with Mum helping me, I was able to really prepare, even though I was extremely busy trying to get all my music done and all my schoolwork done and all the other things I was doing, I was still able to apply to uni, and I had other options. If uni wasn't going to work out, I still was able to, I knew what I was going to do, but I aimed to get where I wanted to go, and I got there, and it's all in your mind. If you want to aim somewhere, then you can get there.
Yeah, I'd definitely say that making your own schedule is really useful, because you don't have to just follow the general school timetables of when you take holidays and stuff. You can just go whenever you like, and it's really useful just to be able to make your own schedule and do it in the time schedule that you need to do it in.
I think the material that comes in the paces is really like self-explanatory. You don't need a qualified teacher to help you out. Most of the time it's just there. You can open up your book, you can read through it. They teach you what you need to do. There's examples of everything there, and like with your mum or whatever teaching you, it's more of they'll come along and read what you've read and show you another perspective, and together you'll figure something out. Whereas I find myself helping my relatives out when they're reading through. I can just pick up a pace and go through it, and I can help them. You don't need to be qualified to teach homeschool.